أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان اللعين الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا ونبينا ومولانا أبي القاسم محمد وآله الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين، واللعنة الدائمة على أعدائهم أجمعين من الآن إلى يوم الدين. أما بعد، فقد قال الله في كتابه الكريم: بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. فلينظر الإنسان مما خلق من ماء دافق. صلوات. So in our discussion on Dua Kumail, we reached to this sentence, this paragraph of the dua, in which Imam is teaching us to ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with utmost humbleness and ask Him, say, "Oh Allah, are you going to punish me? Ilahi wa Sayyidi wa Rabbi, O my Ilah, my Lord, Sayyidi, wa Rabbi, and my Master and my nourisher, Aturaka mu'adhibi binarik." So I know I deserve the Jahannam, but I have one thing, O Allah. I don't have anything good that I have done that I can present to you, or I refer to my good deeds. I don't consider my good deeds worthy of being presented to you, O Allah, but I have one thing that I can refer it to you, and that is Tawheed. I believe in your oneness. See this Aqidah of Tawheed. This is something that I can say, Ya Allah, you are punishing me in Jahannam. I believe in you. I believe in your oneness, Tawheedik. So we discussed that about Tawheed, but the next sentence was where we were discussing وَبَعْدَ مَنْ طَوَى عَلَيْهِ قَلْبِي مِنْ مَعْرِفَتِكَ. I'm in Jahannam, you are going to punish me in Jahannam, but Ya Allah, my heart was full of your in-depth recognition. Ma'rifah, irfan. I, in my life, try to just get closer to you and know you. Actually, we discussed this last time, if you remember, knowledge, ilm, and ma'rifah, the difference between ilm and ma'rifah. Nobody can say, I know Allah. No one in the world is alim billah. But there are many people who are called arif billah. On the other side, Allah is alim. You call Allah alim, but you don't call Him arif. This is interesting, right? You don't call Him arif. While if you see arif, the difference between ilm and ma'rifah apparently is, ilm is just a knowledge. You know something. Ma'rifah is in-depth knowledge. So which one is stronger? Just regular knowledge or in-depth knowledge? So when in-depth knowledge is more important apparently for us, why we don't call Allah Arif? Allah has Ma'rifah. He has in-depth knowledge. We don't say Allah has in-depth knowledge. We say just Allah has knowledge. Allah is Alim. We don't refer the Ma'rifah to Him. We don't attribute Irfan to Allah. Why? And on the other side, to us, we don't call ourselves Alim Billah, but we call maybe someone who is Arif, Urafa. We have Urafa, Arif. They are Arif Billah. So this is really interesting. You know that ilm is general knowledge. Overall knowledge is called ilm, and in-depth knowledge, you say in-depth knowledge means what? A knowledge with you achieve, you attain, you gain after research. A lot of research. In-depth means what? You dive in more and more and more to understand something, to do research and discover something. Oh my God, I discovered this after a lot of research. This is ma'rifah. Discovering things that were not discovered to you is called ma'rifah. Which means ma'rifah, actually is something that cannot be achieved without prior jahl and adam ma'rifah. When you say, I now have ma'rifah, it means you didn't have ma'rifah before. And when you say, I did this research, you did research because you didn't know about it. I discovered this because you didn't know, and now you discovered. For Allah, you don't say, Allah discovered this. Allah has in-depth knowledge of this. Allah has knowledge. That's it. What about in-depth? In-depth is for us. Allah does not do the research and after research he finds something. Oh, I discovered this. Allah does not discover things. Allah creates things. Allah knows every single thing, the whole world. When nothing is hidden from Him, then His ilm is absolute ilm. And our knowledge is limited knowledge. In this knowledge, when we want to increase this knowledge, we go do some more research, in-depth investigation, and we find something that we did not know before. It's called ma'rifah. That's why Allah is not arif, Allah is alim. And we are arif to Allah, but not alim to Allah. Because we, to Allah, see, we just know Allah is one. But nobody knows about Allah anything more. Except when you go in depth, research. So you can find some of His attributes. One more thing that ulama has mentioned here that is also interesting, the difference between ilm and ma'rifah. Ilm is general and ma'rifah is specific. Ma'rifah, when you have irfan of something, when you have understanding of something, you can have understanding of part of something, not the whole thing. It's not possible for a human being to have the knowledge of anything entirely. Impossible. Today, the knowledge has reached to its highest levels in human history. You know that. And the progress of science, the advancement of science is so amazing that people call it miracle, because it's something, wow, how it's possible. Everything is happening. And every 5 years, new things come that change the whole world, change your life. For example, artificial intelligence now is just emerged. It was before, but now is widespread. It's going to change everything now. Artificial intelligence. It was not before, right? The apps that you have before these apps, you said, wow, I have apps for everything. Before you had, DVDs. For the softwares, you had softwares, DVDs. No apps. Nobody even thought about apps. And before DVDs, you had CDs. And before CDs, you had those floppy disks, 3 by 5, I think. No, the smaller one, 2, 3.5 inches. Before that, or in a floppy, and before that. So see, those things that were for that time, those things were amazing. When I came to United States in 1993, I came first time, then I came, went back. 1996. So I bought a computer. And that computer was so advanced that all the youth at the time would come to my office and say, wow, Maulana is so advanced. So advanced. What? Oh, he has the computer, 1 gigabyte. 1 gigabyte computer. Advanced. What is 1 gigabyte now? Nobody even talk about it. 1 gigabyte. Come on. Terabyte. Talk about terabyte. So this is the human knowledge evolves. Correct? And we don't know where we will reach. I want to finish my speech, but see many things, when I start talking, so many relevant things start coming in my mind. This advancement of knowledge, when it will reach to its peak, it is not the peak now. It is very high level, we know, but it's not peak yet. When it will reach the peak of knowledge, at that time Imam inshallah will reappear. And the hadith says when Imam will come, the knowledge of that time, the science and technology will be on its peak. But it will be 2 parts out of 27. 2 out of 27. Imam will come and he will reveal the rest of 27 parts of knowledge. What will happen? Imagine of the dunya now, see today, and compare it to 100 years before. And you will say that totally different world. Today is totally different world than 100 years before. When Imam will come, he is going to make this advancement of knowledge or science and technology reach to 25 times even more. When we will reach, Allah knows. When a human being will go, Allah knows. But that will be the knowledge. And it has some details. I don't want to go into that details because the hadith says harfan. Sab'ata wa ishruna harfan. Al-ilmu sab'ata. 27 letters. Ilm is all in this world is 27 letters. A human being will be able to discover only 2 letters. And that will not be peak, means not complete. It will be on the peak for them, but it will not be completed yet. Imam will come and complete these 2 letters, plus he will add 25 letters more. So why the word letter has been used? A, B, C, D, alphabet, harf. Why harf? Why not parts? Ilm is 25 parts. 2 parts will be discovered and 25 parts Imam will reveal. No, harf. That's amazing. Because if you say part, it means the same knowledge will go furthermore. It will progress. No, when you say harf, A is different from B totally. B is not C. C is not D. So human being will have only 2 harf. means two types of knowledge. When you today talk about knowledge, what you say? Science and technology. Do you have any other word? No. Science and technology. Could be, this is just A and B. Because A is different from B. Now Imam, when he will come, he will complete this A and B, plus he will add C. What is it? We don't know. B, C, D, E, F. 25 kind of new knowledge and sciences. Not part of science, not part of technology, no. He will complete these two, plus Allah knows what else will be here. So that's why this dunya will become a paradise. And since this happens, now we can understand what does ma'rifah mean. Human knowledge will reach to the highest at the time when Imam will come. Highest possible, knowledge for a human being will be in the time of Imam. When they have knowledge, they will have with ma'rifah, with understanding of things. They will understand everything. When they will understand ma'rifah, understand in-depth knowledge of the things, then they will know Imam with in-depth understanding, every human being. They will know imamat, what imamat is. Today they don't know. When Imam will come, everybody will know. When everybody will know, they will accept him wholeheartedly. It is not right that Imam is going to just use his sword to forcefully let everybody accept him. No, with knowledge. Because anybody who has knowledge, even today, if somebody does his research and really unbiased research, he will accept Imam. For sure he will accept Imam. But when Imam will come, he will help every human being through knowledge to understand him and accept him as an Imam. Not by force, by knowledge, by ma'rifah. That's why we have to increase our knowledge all the time, inshallah. So this is what Imam is saying here. Ya Allah, I had your ma'rifah in my heart. So this sentence, that how can you argue with Allah about this? This sentence, Imam is teaching us that say this to Allah. Oh Allah, how can you? Who can question Allah's decisions? No, actually, Imam is giving us the sense of the fact that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not going to punish a person who has understanding of Tawheed of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And Allah is not going to punish a heart which is the place of Allah's ma'rifah. So this way, by saying this, we are reminding ourselves that, hey, am I right? Do really I know Allah with ma'rifah, irfan? Do I have His tawheed in my heart? So this dua is a process of learning. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala increase our irfan and ma'rifah and give us tawfiq to always seek knowledge and insha'Allah and learn more about our religion and our imams and our Rasul and our Lord, insha'Allah, our Creator. Salawat Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.